but then take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's my...
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. On first down, Lawrence. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
From the 41, Lawrence. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Titans. CeeDee Lamb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Lawrence going to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Robert Tonyan hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw, Huntley. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Huntley. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for the Titans. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. There's the rookie from Oklahoma, Ronnie Perkins, in there to drop him.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And he'll find Hall. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Lawrence got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Huntley to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force
sense. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. On 4th down, Huntley. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this one is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Lawrence to throw. Gets this one to Hill. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now Lawrence on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. But to throw again is Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rally's on here in this first half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. And Watson has it right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Back to throw. Huntley. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They go play action with Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Lawrence. Able to hit his target Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Pierce. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Operating from the gun, Huntley. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Lawrence's throw pulled in by Lamb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down. Trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Huntley. This is caught by Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He finds his man, complete. That's Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Check the backer, check the backer. Whip. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Huntley. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. It's coming this way, here we go. Cowboy 80.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Huntley. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Well, you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Titans are going to take over